Anyway, guys, let's jump into our first topic. Hot Toys Iron Man Mark III is now waitlisted. So I want to talk about what this means for us, because this is one of the ones that I did not expect to go waitlist so soon. Optical, I want to start with you because I know you've been in this for quite a while now, this collecting game. I don't know what to believe anymore. I guess there's no reason to really justify or analyze it, but I'm trying to make sense of this optical so we can all, improve our spending habits here with collecting. But what do you think? I mean, the Mark III is waitlisted. What do you make of this?
Nothing at all.
Gotcha.
Didn't we
Makes sense.
see this? Like somebody's complaining on the forum or somewhere in a group where something got waitlisted and now it's back in stock, and
Right.
it just doesn't make any sense for me. Why a figure that wouldn't be released, I don't know, it's like a year from now, because it says December to July. That's probably more like January of next year would be waitlisted.
Right.
Until I see something that sells out that got released, then this would mean absolutely nothing for me. Like if let's say that Crow Mando, the one that right now, did that go waitlisted before and now it's back and now it's available now? Until we see that sell out within 3 months, for example, there's no reason for me to panic on this one. Because Mark 1 would be one of those, quote unquote grails, and they'll be available now. I think most people are receiving that. So why would this be any different, in my opinion? So this means absolutely nothing to me. Like this would not change the way I approach my collecting, which is still no pre-order for me. Make me pay. Make me pay for not pre-ordering. If I don't pre-order something and it sells out within 3 months, then make me pay. Then maybe I'll join the wait list next time. But until then, no change.
That's true, bro. So you want to be punished, optical.
I want to be punished. That's what I want. I want to be choked and punished.
Yeah, choked, exactly. Bro.
Yeah. So
optical, exactly. Because that's how I feel. Because I feel the same as you. Because I really want this figure. I think that this is going to be one that it does end up in my collection. I'll have 4 Iron Man, and I'll just call it that. Because I love the Mark III. I feel it's the first Iron Man suit and super iconic. But I put myself on the exclusive wait list. But I did this before this all even happened, because I wanted that sort of battle damage helmet that you can't even use, but it is still kind of cool. But Optical, I'm with you, man. Like until we see something like where collectors are actually like seeing some sort of ramification or consequence for not pre-ordering, why would I trust it? Why would I do it? Why would it? Well, there's nothing actionable, because it's, unless you want to panic and get it anyway. But I guarantee you your wait list is going to convert. I mean, it's going to convert.
I mean, if you're going to get it anyway and you don't mind paying the full price, then,
right?
Go ahead and join the wait list. It's just that for me, collecting has evolved so much in the past couple of years that I don't see any incentive of joining the wait list, knowing that this would be available, and not only available, potentially getting it for a discount. That's my mentality on this one. But if you are coming in here willing to pay the full price anyway, and you don't want to risk it, by all means, go ahead and join the wait list or pre-order something. But it's just for me, like the way it evolved and the way I handle things now is a bit different. So there's I really don't get incentivized or punished by doing one or the other. So
yeah, makes sense. Well, Carlos, what do you think about this, bro? Is this mean anything to you at this point?
No, it means nothing at all. I mean, it's just Sideshow being Sideshow, just putting things on wait lists and saying it's sold out, and doesn't mean anything. We've talked about how, hey, if this was true, fine, they were going to give us, a sign that smaller batches, all that good stuff. And I said, if things go back to being in stock or going back on pre-order, then it's got to be pretty clear that, they were just playing games. And basically that's what it sounds like, where they're just putting things on wait lists and putting them back in stock. And, like the Green Goblin would be an example of that as well. So no, man, this means nothing. In the same boat as Optical at this point. Not pre-ordering, and this is something I will get day one though, because it's an Iron Man, but still not gonna pre-order it. So yeah, man, I don't think collectors should really worry about this. There will be other places you can get it. The only one I'm still half on it is gonna be InArt, but even then, I'm gonna say InArt, maybe one of those where you don't even have to pre-order, honestly, because everyone's putting them back in stock like a couple weeks ago. So.
Yeah, even those Carlos are a little bit trickier because we don't have a clear precedent yet.
Right.
So I would still personally pre-order an NR figure if you really, really want it, but don't based on FOMO. Absolutely do not based on FOMO. But for Hot Toys, man, we don't know if we're in a changing world or not. It seems to go back and forth every day. So, because there's like leaked, news every now and then. Sideshow's like, no, this is real. This is real. People think we're playing, but we're not. And then like they'll put Green Goblin back in stock the next day,
Right.
and then he's waitlisted again, and then he'll come back. And then Chrome Mando, like the regular version was out of stock and waitlist full, and then he went back in stock on pre-order. And then it's like it just, Peacemaker's been pretty consistent. But I think like what I would say is I think if it's a really low performing figure, like just not Iron Man is obviously not that. So if it's a low performing figure, then maybe they are serious. But if it's Iron Man, not so much. Leo, what do you think about this, bro? Is there anything sort of actionable here?
Well, I mean, I look at it a bit differently, bro, because like I said, it's a company. To be quite honest, what they're doing is not out of the realm of possibility. The way they're going about it when it comes to, waitlisting figures. Here's the thing, bro. Like, I mean, if it's available, it's available. If it's not, it's not. But we know eventually, or we know you can get it from different sites. I think with them, they're just looking at it because, like I said, they have taken a loss on so many different measures, bro, and they're just trying to gauge and see how many people want this piece. You have it waitlisted. In most cases, a lot of people will, join the wait list. Some people have already got, their wait list or their notification that was converted. A lot have canceled out. So they're just mainly trying to see who is, sincerely, in on getting this figure. And, again, I mean, if it's to be quite honest, it is kind of smart. Because if you have that amount of stock, you're sitting on this shit. You've you don't want to run into the same issue, bro. Like they're still sitting on shit that they can't get rid of. You know what I mean? They've been doing this for a while now. So it kind of makes sense. But at the same time, I mean, like I've been saying, you can only cry wolf but so many times before people just like, you know what? Okay, yeah, what it is. But I do believe that. I mean, I partially do believe, like I said, right now they're just dealing with a lot of losses. They might have scaled back on, a lot of, pre-orders and, things that they've actually gotten or, orders that were placed. Again, a lot of people are bailing out of, pre-orders. They'll pre-order it and then they'll cancel down the road, especially considering the simple fact that they know in most cases they can get this cheaper somewhere else. You know what I mean? From other companies that might actually just drop the, the price on it. And, probably it's like, damn, you can almost get this at cost with certain companies. You know what I mean? So it happens. But for them, I just think they have to be smart about it. I look, as much as, I'm not really a Sideshow fan, for obvious reasons, but I will give them credit when it comes to customer service. I will give them credit when it comes to, just trying to really protect, their assets. Any business would, any smart business would, you know what I mean? So again, if you really want it, I'm not really in on the Mark III. It's not one of my favorite armors. It is what it is. It's the original OG, but I mean, it's cool. I love the Mark VI. I'll have the Mark VI. I've placed that order through Ray. So, nice. You know what I mean? I go through Ray Underground toys. Underground figures all day. But, if you want something, you can get it. Just look at other places. You know what I mean? Go to other places, see if you can find it. Like, Sideshow isn't the end all be all. You know what I mean? That's why, like, when most of these conversations happen, it's like, I really don't care because I don't have to get it through them if I don't want to. I can go to different companies and actually pick it up because I know it's available certain, other places, other sellers, resellers. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, bro. Tell you the truth.
Yeah. You're right, though, Leo. There's so many other places to get these, and I think all of you guys kind of sort of intimated that point.
I guess for me too is like if they were a smart company, which doesn't look like they are, is just like, they would do like a limited. Okay, if you don't want to hold stock, I get that. Then doing a wait list might make sense, but then also do a time pre-order then, right? Do like a 30-day time pre-order so people actually are incentivized to put a pre-order and then do a wait list. So if your focus is like, and I agree with everyone's points, at the same time, it's like, if you don't want stock, then put a pre-order window on it and you'll be done. But what you're doing is like putting things back in stock consistently. You know what I mean? So you need to either pick a side because at this point, it's just like Lyle said, there's so many times you can cry wolf before we believe you. So,
Right. And I guess maybe they might, this might appeal to collectors maybe who aren't as engaged with the hobby as we are. you know, as people who are watching these streams and stuff, like the normal collector who might just scroll on Sideshow every once in a while. And like you said, Carlos, I think you had a friend you talked to or something that bought Hot Toys and he was like, what's Sideshow? Like he didn't even know what that was, right? So, you know, maybe someone like that who knows what Sideshow is, but has no idea about this deeper community and stuff. And they just kind of go on there like, oh, okay. And they add themselves to the wait list. Like, oh man, I missed out. You know, maybe it gets sort of people like that.
I mean, we're like, they have to really watch. The biggest thing is that they have to watch how they, you know, they have to be more transparent about these pre-orders, bro. Because the thing is, you can't have it go to waitlist and then, you know, eventually we see it back in stock. They did the same thing with, you know, I remember the cable. I wanted to get the deluxe version, and that one was waitlisted. And then all of a sudden, once the figure was available, then they took it off waitlist and it was available again. They did the same thing with the, you know, deluxe version of the Wonder Woman figure. You know, same type of situation. So, I mean, I'm like, okay, it is what it is, but you're going to have to really explain that, because there's a lot of people that, you know, when you put these things or you start putting that low stock notification out, some people probably didn't have the money at that time, but knew they wanted to get the figure, and they just put their pre-order. Like last $25 you have in your pocket, last $30 you have in your pocket, you know, towards these pieces, just to see it later on. You're like, damn, I really needed the money then. You know, I needed to actually have my money then and hold on to it, but I was forced to do it because I didn't know. And a lot of people don't know that there's other places where you can pick these figures up. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah. Absolutely, bro. Well, guys, great thoughts on that one. I'll post a poll in the chat a little bit. It was funny. We got a good comment. Yeah, I know Optical replied. I bought Optical's original Mark III. Still love it. That's hilarious. That's crazy. Optical, when did you sell that? That must have been like years ago, right?
Years ago. Yeah, I haven't seen Casey in a while. Like, he's a local guy too. Like,
nice.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you, Casey. Good to have you here, bro. But guys, thank you so much for your thoughts on that one.